That breached your tower would have gotten shot because I couldn't hit him with an MP5 from across the fucking jail.
Yeah, the one dude who was at the tree would have been fucking murdered well before long because I was hitting shots on the trees, and I saw some bounce off him, but with that fucking red dot and a 9mm at like a few hundred meters, yeah, ain't gonna happen. I honestly feel like I would have had better fucking luck with the fucking Beretta. Because for some reason that thing likes to headshot randomly as fuck sometimes. Like, oh man, I'm looking at the roster right now. Lieutenants get the fucking Raging Bull. That fucking gun is so fucking overpowered.
Yeah, I remember using that shit back in the day. It was just fucking one shot. You'd one shot someone in the foot. Where the fuck is Luke?
Sheriff and assistant sheriff get the M16A6. That fucking rifle. Oh, and the M4A6. So yeah, both A6 rifles are overpowered as fuck. Let's see.
They get sniper rifles. Working weapons and the 300 dissipator or whatever. It's like an AR-15 300 blackout.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the fucking weapons, dude. There's really no balance as far as.
Yeah, it's super imbalanced. I mean, if we could have like the SBR is really accurate. The SBR9, or just have better sights. You know what I mean? Like have a scope sight, like an ACOG.
Dude, the SBR9 is better than the MP5.
Oh yeah. I mean, even if we just had like an ACOG, and so we can actually see at some sort of distance, it'd be much better.
I mean, realistically speaking, if we're gonna be DOC, like we need something that can actually combat. Like I'm not saying let us patrol with M4s and shit like that. We don't need that shit on patrol. But if we're gonna be posted up and we have a high level situation, like we need to be issued something fucking better than the MP5s. Because there's no way in hell that we're gonna win unless Luke is on and can give us everything. But I don't really see that guy.
So what you're saying is we need to be able to have access to a 1098 loadout, to a jailbreak loadout.
I would say
yeah,
yes.
pretty much.
I also think that just if you really look at the roster, the weapons are really top heavy. Like all the good shit you only get at at chief of ops and up. Even captains get kind of shitty gear. Like fucking. And there's no SWAT loadouts on here, so I don't even know what CERT. I'm sorry, I don't even know if they get anything different. They probably just have access to, I would say, or I would at least think everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get everything.
I don't know. All I know is that Jay and Brandon and them are working hard to try and get new stuff in to balance out civs and cops. So I'm just gonna let it roll and see what they put in.
Dude, that's the thing though. It's not. This shit isn't Jay. Like this is who's in charge of our department.
Oh yeah. No, I just mean like they were developing
wise. Not wanting to promote anybody above fucking officer, even though that he has no fucking department command. This is Luke not being on. This is Luke not knowing how to shoot. This is Luke not knowing how to fucking drive. And this is our CO.
I understand that. Wait. Oh, never mind. He is the only command.
I asked him. I was like, I was like, what's gonna happen with the department? Like, people are just going to transfer out. Is there going to be applications, or is there going to be some kind of process for lieutenants and captains, like, to get them in? He's just like, people will be promoted in real time. That was it. Like, dude, that's not answering the question. Like, we don't have a command structure. We have you when you're here, and then we have, technically speaking, Carlos and Zach. They're the only other people in DOC that are rank technically, and they're not even supervisors. They're just officers. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we get the same gear as cadets. We can keep the MP5 on us. You know what I mean?
I keep it on me anyways, dude. It's
you
like,
do? Yeah.
It's like, realistically speaking, like, one, who's gonna discipline us, and two, fuck that. Like, we have nothing. The way the gangs roll in this, because the sheriff's department's in disarray, is fucking ridiculous. So we have to have the guns. Like, there's no way around it.
Yeah, and they're gonna work on these gangs, all this bullcrap, no RP when you're taking hostages, and two gangs attacking at once. Like, they're gonna crack down on that. And that's really
I know that, but I mean, a lot of the problems aren't really server or owner problems. They're just PD problems.
Yeah. We just need more. We need more. We just need balance, I guess.
Or we need training. We need fucking leadership.
Yeah.
We need guidance.
Yeah.
Like that's what we need.
Yeah.
The only time, realistically speaking, I've seen the PD do really well is when Jay is online as PD and when like Oshak are online. I haven't had a chance to really like play with Ben or Brandon, but Oshak is good and Jay is good. I know that much.
Yeah.
Like we were doing well last night, fucking when it was like me, you, Jay, and I think who else was there? Fucking Peak.
Yeah. That was all right. Not too bad, man.
I mean, I don't know how Peak died. I think he killed himself driving, but I mean, that's
Yeah, I
neither
think so
here nor
too.
there.
I think he died in like a car crash or whatever.
What? What happened?
I think he might have killed himself in a car crash. If that's what you're talking about. Anthony? Never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm actually looking at the DOC roster right now. Yeah, literally, it is all of us in this channel right now. That is DOC, not counting.
Well, so Carlos as captain, Zach as lieutenant, and then we go to officer. In time, obviously. I don't see what's wrong with
though, dude. Like you would at least think we would have a sergeant by now, like, or at least a corporal, someone who's not just like anything. Like, I don't know if Luke is just not promoting people because he doesn't know what to do, or if he's being told not to.
Pretty sure he's scared that once he starts promoting people, people are going to realize that the people he promoted are far more competent than him, and he's going to end up getting removed. I think that's the only thing that's stopping him. Because he knows he's not a good fucking department head. Like, it's not hard to figure out.
And realistically speaking, I think every single person in this room who is a cadet, so us three, like I'm pretty sure they know by now we're not retarded. Like I would just have to say that. Like I can understand like having to do the weak thing as a cadet if like it is somebody who's literally driving a car into a wall back and forth and like just discharging their weapon negligently all the time. But everybody else in the sheriff's department seems to have a pretty good grip on what all we can do because they don't have any issues with us patrolling or doing shit or fucking whatever. I mean, aside
being
from
the gunner on a helicopter or flying a helicopter for that.
Yeah, and not to mention that entire fucking transport situation went flawlessly.
Yeah.
Until the fucking jailbreak. Like,
what's funny to me too is that Kane was legit on 2 servers I know, chief, and Cletus was, I'm pretty sure, like assistant chief and ward. Cletus, you weren't warden, were you?
No, I was never warden.
Oh, but either way, and I made it all the way up to slot lieutenant, but I'm not trying to talk myself up. I was pretty trash, you know. But I don't know. That's why I find it comical that like I'm a cadet, because I remember like the old days when I started out as a cadet. I was so anxious to get to deputy, and now I'm just like, I just want somebody to get up there in the ranks so we have some command.
It's not even fucking that, dude. It's just like, for fuck's sake, like, make us officers, make Zach and fucking Carlos corporals already, so we can at least do something. Like, fuck. Like, I mean, well, gear-wise, we're all still fucked until somebody makes fucking sergeant. Yeah. But I mean,
I'm kind of scared for that, because here's the problem: we're always gonna have a joke. Okay, the way it works now is that when we imprison somebody, it's either a 5DP member or a KOI member, and they always are gonna do that jailbreak because they always got shit tons of money and they want their boys out, and they can't wait to gat cops. So the amount of protection we have with our M9s or 9mm compared to the 7.62s they can get for 15k and the vests that have 4 armor or whatever, or max armor, it's dumb. So
I mean, the thing that's fucked up about this situation is Luke doesn't want to do anything because he's scared, and I know that you're Fam's friend, but this is realistically how it works. Fam's not going to do anything unless it's his idea. So it's like we're pretty much just fucked.
Yep.
I'm gonna go hop in game.
Maybe as a department, like when Luke gets on, maybe all 5 of us should approach him and tell him, not obviously, if we approach him and be like, dude, you're running the department's crap, you're basically, that's going to piss him off. But if we approach
No,
him
that
and
shit you say behind the back.
I don't give a fuck. I'll tell him he's trash. I don't
no,
give a fuck.
but what you approach, well, just if we, I'm being serious. If we approach him and
I
we're
know.
nice about it, and we say, listen, this is our concerns with the department, and we feel that it may not go somewhere, and it may lead us straight into the ground, and we're giving civs the ability to just run DOC basically, you know, and give them our concerns. And I'm sure, obviously, he's not retarded. He's not just gonna let a department go into the ground, and he's not gonna risk getting banned for that. So, or getting removed. So I'm sure if we talk to him about it, we can at least get somewhere. And if he's we could record it, and if he says anything that's out of line and it's really that bad, we could just take it to the higher ups.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. We can try that. Because, I mean, realistically, this is the point I'm at. On the next jailbreak, if I have to sit there with an MP5 against AKs and shit like that, I'm just going to lay down my gun and value my life. Because literally, I am not going to win. I'm just going to die every time. Unless you can get a fucking headshot off with the MP5 at, like, fucking 600-700 meters where they're engaging you from. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Well, like, I got, with my with my Beretta, I put three bullets into the guy's chest, and then he just stares at me like, what are you doing? And then just shot me. Like,
Yeah, no, with the Beretta, you don't stop firing until they're
oh, no, I didn't, but he just shot me. It's just...
I mean, even with the Glock is a little bit better, but, yeah.
Okay, so I was told by 2 different people we're supposed to be carrying Glocks, but we don't have access to them in the shops. So...
No, you're supposed to be carrying Berettas. It's on the roster, the loadout.
Okay, well then...
And the Glocks are... I'm pretty sure the Glocks, unless they changed them, they're still based off the old Arma gun. So they do really terrible HP. I don't know.
The ones that are based off the 5.7 are amazing, which is the Kimber Knight, and...
Yeah, those things do like 10 HP. I got a USP 40 match from Anthony before they took it out, so I'm like saving that. Luke let me use it until I run out of ammo, so I'm gonna just use that as my secondary. Yeah, I'm gonna go in game and I think I remember the password. Let me see.
Yeah, I think our best bet is when Luke comes on tonight or next week. You never know. That we talk to him and maybe brings...
No, like, I do want to talk to him. Like, he got salty as fuck when I asked him, like, my question.
I'll
like,
record it. Maybe somebody else can report it. We get multiple points of view. And maybe ask somebody to come down from another department just to listen in. That way, if we're out of line or somebody gets out of line, he could, you know, be a witness to it. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I feel like that's our best bet.
Can someone message me the password? If you guys got it.
It's Cryptic Gaming 4, I believe.
Oh. Well, Carlos, you're not streaming, right?
No, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here? Okay. Yeah, I was talking something else.
Yeah, he's fucking plotting on hella cell guns or something because he's corrupt.
As fuck.